They said the game ends at sunrise. No one told them that sunrise never comes for everyone. They said the game ends at sunrise. No one told them that sunrise doesn't come for everyone. The message arrived at exactly 11:58 p.m. Unknown. If you want to survive until dawn, follow the rules. Arif stared at his phone, confused, his thumb hovering above the screen. There was no network, no signal bars. Yet the message had come through. Outside the cabin, the forest stood unnaturally still, tall black trees forming a wall so thick that even moonlight struggled to pass through. 8 of them had come here together. Friends. Or at least they used to be. A weekend escape. That was the plan. No phones. No city noise. Just laughter, drinks, and stories around a fire. But the fire had gone out hours ago, even though no one remembered putting it out. The wind howled softly, like it was trying to speak. Did anyone else get that message? Arif asked. Riyadh looked up from the couch, her face pale. What message? Before he could answer, the lights flickered once, twice, and then died completely. Darkness swallowed the cabin. Someone cursed. Someone laughed nervously. Then a deep mechanical sound echoed beneath the floorboards. The generator. It turned on by itself. A low hum filled the cabin, followed by the sudden glow of the television screen. Static. White noise crackled, loud and sharp. Then a face appeared. Not clear. Not fully human. Half of it was hidden in shadow, the other half distorted, like it was being viewed through cracked glass. The eyes glowed faintly, cold and patient. Welcome, the voice said calmly. It didn't sound angry. That made it worse. You are all players now. Riyadh stepped back. This isn't funny. Who's doing this? The face on the screen tilted slightly. You have until dawn, it continued. Every hour, a rule will be revealed. Break the rule and the night will choose for you. A digital timer appeared on the screen. 5 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. It started counting down. Panic rippled through the room. This is some kind of prank, Amon said, forcing a laugh. Probably the owner messing with us. The screen flickered again. First rule, the voice said, never run alone. A sudden scream cut through the cabin. From upstairs. Riyadh gasped. That was Neha. Without thinking, Arif ran toward the staircase. Arif, wait, someone shouted. But fear moved faster than logic. They reached the guest room. The door was open. The lights inside flickered weakly. Blood streaked the wall. Fresh, still dripping. Neha wasn't there. Just a message carved deep into the wooden door, jagged and uneven, like it had been written in panic. First rule broken. The timer dropped suddenly. For hours, 59 minutes and 11 seconds. The house groaned. Not wood. Something deeper, like it had exhaled. No one spoke. No one breathed. The silence felt alive. They locked the doors after that, pushed furniture against them, gathered in the living room, clinging to each other like children hiding from a storm. The TV turned off, but the whispering didn't. It came from the walls, from the ceiling, from inside their heads. At 2 a.m., the basement door creaked open by itself. A cold smell rose from below. Rotten flowers. Ash. Riyadh shook her head. No. No, no, no. A soft sound drifted up the stairs. Footsteps. Slow. Dragging. Then Neha appeared at the bottom of the stairs. Alive. Her clothes were dirty, her hair tangled, but she was smiling. Too calmly. "I'm fine," she said softly. "Why are you all looking at me like that?" Arif took a step back. Her eyes didn't blink, didn't move. "They didn't hurt me," Neha continued. "They just wanted me to remember." Her head tilted at an impossible angle. "And now I do." The lights exploded. Glass shattered. The cabin shook violently. When the lights returned, Neha's body lay crumpled at the bottom of the stairs like a broken doll. Her eyes were open. Empty. The timer dropped again. 3 hours and 59 minutes. No one screamed. Fear had gone too deep for that. They understood now. This wasn't about escape. It was about guilt. The forest outside pressed closer, shadows slipping between the trees, watching through the windows. Shapes move where nothing should move. At 3 a.m., Aman insisted on checking the generator. "I won't run," he said. "I'll walk." They watched him disappear into the trees with a flashlight. They never saw him again, but they heard him. His voice echoed through the forest, screaming their names, begging them not to leave him alone. The voice on the TV returned. "Second rule," it said, "don't lie to survive." Riaz started crying. Someone confessed to stealing. Someone confessed to cheating. Someone confessed to something far worse. The house listened. The walls whispered back. At 4 a.m., the mirrors began to change. They didn't reflect what stood in front of them. They showed moments, memories, things no one had spoken aloud. Arif saw himself in one mirror, standing over a man lying on the ground, blood on his hands. He staggered back, heart pounding. The voice returned. "This place remembers," it said. "And now so do you." They realized the truth too late. The voice wasn't random. Years ago, this cabin had burned. A group of friends had been trapped inside. Only one survived. The owner, the one who locked the doors, the one who escaped before dawn. "This is not revenge," the voice said calmly. "This is balance." The shadows entered the cabin at 5 a.m. Tall, faceless, slow. They moved without sound, their presence draining warmth from the air. One by one, people vanished into them. No screams, just silence. By the time the sky began to lighten, only Arif and Riyah remained. The timer read 1 minute and 12 seconds. The TV turned on one final time. "One last rule," the voice whispered. "Someone must stay behind." Riyah looked at Arif. Her face softened, and then she smiled. The same wrong smile Neha had worn. "You broke the first rule," she said gently. "You ran alone." Her eyes went dark. The shadows closed in. Arif screamed as the cabin began to burn, flames rising without heat. The timer hit 0. The sun rose. The forest stood silent. Only one person walked out of the ashes. Arif, alive, breathing, broken. At 6:01 a.m., his phone buzzed. "Unknown, congratulations. You won." He turned slowly. Behind him, the trees whispered softly, "See you next game." They survived the night. But the game never ends.